Okay, so this session will be recorded and made available to staff and to students. And your comments and questions, both verbal and text-based, and your likenesses, if using a webcam, may be included in the recording. So, good afternoon, guys. This is the daily digital micro webinar for this Friday. So the format of this session is a quick sort of 10 to 15 minute demonstration of a particular concept, and then with a Q&A at the end. So what we're going to be looking at today is customizing a website theme using WordPress. So my name's Chris Carter. I'm one of the digital skills developers here at Cardiff Met. And this is what we're going to be looking at today is a bit of an extra information on WordPress itself. So WordPress itself, it's a very popular website, and it's an excellent tool that allows people to use like a skeleton or a specific kind of base for a simple website, which you can use then as a blog or a portfolio, or you can even use WordPress for an online store if you're willing to pay for that extra functionality. And millions of people, companies and institutions across the globe use WordPress software as the basis for their own particular websites to varying degrees. So one of WordPress's strengths is its ability to quickly change and update the appearance of any content that's being created for the site by using themes. So the way it would work is you would make the pages of your site. Any blog posts or post content goes on those pages, and then themes dictate the overall formatting for both. Although if you do have specific formatting within pages or within posts, that can override the theme sometimes as well. But the theme is an overall generalized look for the site. So we use WordPress as part of our daily digital promotion. So, for example, we've got an archive of daily digital posts that are built on a WordPress website. So we use this WordPress website as an example for our WordPress course. And you can see we've got, links to a previous daily digital content as a WordPress archive. So that's quite useful there. And we also have an example website, which I'm going to use for this particular presentation. So we've got a demo website, which is Paradigm Photography. And it's a really simple website. There's not much to it. It's just there as an example, but it is live. So if you guys want to check this out, you can. I've put the link in the chat there. So if you want to have a look at this, you totally can. It's a very simple website. It's just basically there to show how you can do some things in WordPress. So when you're in WordPress, when you've got a WordPress site, you'll have down the left-hand side of your dashboard, which looks like this, by the way. This is the behind the scenes of your website. You've got all these different options like your posts, the media you're using, your pages, and this sort of thing. And right down near the bottom, there's an option called Appearance. And if I click on Appearance, you can see I've got themes, customize, widgets, all these different areas here. And these all let me change different aspects of the website there. So if I look at my themes and click on Themes, my main page here then tells me what my current theme actually is. So at the moment, my current theme is a theme called Heather. And if I wanted to, I could click on the Info button. That would show me information on the themes. Or I could use the Customize button, and that would let me customize those themes. So when you customize a theme, if I click on that right now, it'll load up a thing called the Customizer. And then depending on the theme you've chosen, you'll have different options down the left-hand side here. So you can choose different colors, different palettes. You can choose what goes in specific menus. You can choose where menus are placed occasionally. You can add specific options. You can decide if you want your home page to be a listing of different blogs, or if you want it to be one specific front page, like I've got for this one here. So these are some of the options you can change when you use the Customizer. So let me just back out of this for a moment. So I'm back to my themes menu here. And say I wanted to change my themes. I can look at the different themes that are available by searching through the theme options here. So at the moment, it shows me all of them, but some of them you have to pay for. So if I just sort these by free, I can then look at different free themes. And so, for example, I could look at, let me scroll through here. Let's see what we got. There's quite a large number of different themes. So I can click on Barnsbury, for instance. If I click on that, it takes me to information about that particular theme, shows me what it's supported like and what it's supported on. And then this gives you a bit of information about what that theme will actually do. And you can, if I click on Open Live Demo, I can actually see that site in action. And I can have a look and see how that theme would actually work. So I can decide if I wanted to go and actually use it. You'll notice in the top corner, there's an activate button up here. So that would actually activate that theme on my site. So let's close that down. Let's go back to my themes menu. A popular theme we have is 22. 22 is the default theme for WordPress now in 2022. If I click on that, again, you get the same kind of thing. You get a bit of information about the site. You get a video tutorial about how it works, and you can open up a live demo. And again, you can see how that site would actually function. So again, you've got the activate button there, and you can even look at it, how it would look on a tablet or how it would look on a phone. So you can actually preview these pages a little bit first before deciding if you want to use that particular theme. Other ones we have, let's have a look. There's one here called Tonal, which I'm trying to find. And the reason I want to show you this particular one, where's it gone? In fact, a quicker way to find this would be to search for it. So if I search for Tonal, there we are. This website, or this particular theme, is a slightly older theme. And if I click on the live demo here, you'll see this one actually has a try and customize option. So this one will let me try this particular theme on my website before deciding whether or not to actually use it. So I could activate that one now. And then once that's done, I can go back to my dashboard, and you can see now the tonal theme is set. And if I was to refresh my main website now, if I go ahead and refresh this site, it's now changed. All the content is still there, but the actual content's been reworked and moved around to fit this new theme. So my menu is now moved up here, and you can see the general look of the site has changed. So I can now go into my customize option here, and if I wanted to, I can take this existing site, and then I can start, removing things or changing things. I could go to the fonts, for example. I could change the font style. I could change the base font for the actual text that's in like the general text here. And these particular options will all change. They'll all vary depending on the type of theme that you choose. So this is an older theme, and it uses all these different options. So let me save that and leave this for a moment. If I go back and pick a different theme, so let's go and pick the newest one, 2022. So I'll activate that one. Because this is a brand new theme, it gives me some other different options. So you can see here it says, do you want to keep your homepage content, or do you want to keep the themes content? So I could keep my current theme or activate it. And as I activate this new theme, when I go back to this website now, you'll see that because I'm using a newer theme, my options down here have changed. So I've still got my customize option here. I can still use the customizer. But if I use the customizer now, you'll see that when I go into this one, I've got far fewer options here, because some of these new themes use a thing called the site editor. And if I use the site editor, that will let me do a lot of the same things that I used to be able to do with the customizer. So they are moving more to using these newer themes. And with the newer themes, I can then I can actually look at different templates. So I got templates for pages, templates for archives, templates for home pages, and this sort of thing. So I can change up very specific elements here within the site itself. And I can also, let me click on back on the page one again. I can also then, in each of these different templates, use the styles option up here. And then I can change the typography for the text or for the links. So I can change these different things. And then I can change like the colors for the site. So I could use different palettes. Use different gradients. And these will let me change these different things. So you can see I've got all these different options to use here. And it's just a matter of playing with them and seeing what works best for you, really. You can also change elements of the layout as well. You can add how much padding you want around an image or around the elements. So if I added like 100 pixels of padding, that would make the page kind of like move in a little bit. So it takes a bit of experimentation. You've got to do a lot of, playing around with it there, but different themes will let you affect different things. So the newer templates will use this site editor. The older templates, the older themes will use the customizer, and you can swap and change between them. So if I wanted to take my site back to the way it was, so let me undo these changes here. I could go back to my appearance. Under my themes, I could go back to Heather, which is what I had before. I could activate that design. And then when I refresh my home page, you'll see now that will go back to the way I originally had it set up at the start of the session there. So that's a little bit of information about how you can use a theme to change your WordPress site to kind of change things a little bit. You will need to experiment with them. Certain themes will be more restrictive. Certain themes will be much looser. It will vary from theme to theme, but it does give you a lot of flexibility in deciding on how your site is going to look. So I'll go ahead now and stop the recording. And does anybody have any questions?